Bella Hadid takes a tumble while Kendall flashes major underboob.
And Justin won't face charges for running over a paparazzi.
And did Selena just put the Weeknd in the friend zone?
What? All that and more in today's rundown. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Coming up in the show, we have a lot of Justin Bieber news.
So much.
Yes, not only is he finally getting off the hook about this whole paparazzi thing, but he's also finally opening up why he canceled his tours.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. But first, Bella Hadid took a major spill. You guys gotta see this. Last night, Bella Hadid, Kendall Jenner, and Hailey Baldwin all hit the town in New York City attending photographer pal Ronell Medrano's birthday party. And because wearing super tall high heels is obviously part of the gig, Bella wore thigh-high stiletto heels, super cute by the way, and a tiny black mini dress. But unfortunately, as she was leaving the party downtown New York, Bella took a slight fall all the way down the stairs, but luckily a doorman was there to catch her fall. Now, judging by the photos, Bella is a total pro because she laughed the incident off like it was no big deal because, I don't know, better here than on the runway, I guess.
Well, you make a really good point. Better there than definitely on the runway.
Yeah, I like when people fall. I think it's very human.
That's why I love Jennifer Lawrence so much.
She falls like everywhere.
And she always gets back up.
It's true. And also, this is kind of like we've seen more of Bella just being Bella recently, which is kind of funny because like even my favorite part of this whole story was her like laughing, like the pictures of her just being like totally embarrassed because, I mean, you'd be embarrassed, I'd be embarrassed, right? And now also she's addressing some rumors too. So a lot of people had said that she was dating her DJ friend, and it's like her best friend. And she actually took to Twitter to set the record straight. So the man in question was Bella's friend DJ Daniel Chetrit, and on Monday, Bella finally tweeted out saying, "Just to be clear, I'm still not dating any of my best friends, y'all, in a committed relationship with myself and happiness for now." Bella also seemed to seal the deal with her solo relationship by getting some new ink. Bella got a tiny rose tattoo on the back of her arm, making that her second tattoo. Obviously, that first tattoo was a pair of angel wings in celebration of her first walk in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Well, I like this, actually. I think it's just like, do you, girl?
Yes.
Take your time.
Live your best life. And also her gal pal, Kendall Jenner, she's living her best life and showing us all sorts of things.
Ooh.
Kendall hit the town in an army green miniskirt and a cut-off white tank, flashing some major underboob, and if you have boobs like that, why not, right? She is making headlines today for finally getting a permanent restraining order against her stalker. A judge has ordered the obsessed man writing Kendall creepy love letters to stay away from her for 3 years. Kendall's lawyer was in court yesterday morning, and a document from Kendall's head of security was enough to grant the permanent restraining order against Thomas Hummel. He must stay 100 yards away from her, and he's forbidden from trying to contact her in any way. So, sir, you have been warned. I feel like Kendall has dealt with a lot of creepy stalkers.
That's so scary.
It is, like for someone, you know, in her front yard, and it's just...
Yeah, and the guy who like followed her onto her property through her door, like through her back door. Like, it just freaks me out, but I just feel like at this point, I mean, obviously it's Kendall Jenner, so she does have security, but at this point, if someone's writing you letters every single day, a restraining order is not gonna keep that person totally at bay, you know? So, I just rhymed.
Nice.
Yeah, it was totally.
You're a professional.
No, I didn't mean to do it at all. Someone's writing you creepy letters every day. It's gonna take more than a restraining order to keep them at bay. No, but I'm serious. Like, I hope that her security is always with her.
Well, that's the crazy part. Even with great security, people are somehow like slip past it. I think it's just unfortunate that, I mean, this is the price you pay when you're a celebrity. This is what happens. People love you, they're obsessed with you, and this happens. So I am glad that there is a restraining order, and if he breaks it, then he has to pay the consequences.
I know, and it's sad because like most of the time when it gets to a level of this kind of obsession, it's more than just like being a fan who's very, very in love with someone,
right?
Or, you know, that's when it becomes a little bit of a deeper issue. So it's actually really sad because some of these people really do need help. So I really hope that if anything, like, they can get this guy some help too.
Absolutely.
So apparently, you better put a hold on all those baby gifts that you were sending to Zayn and Gigi because it's not happening, you guys. So stop trying to make it happen. It's not going to happen.
It's never gonna happen.
So the internet actually started a rumor that Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid were having a baby. Somebody actually made a fake Instagram comment from Gigi's mom, Yolanda, that read, "I will be a proud grandma in 8 months. Life is a blessing." But it turns out it was the work of Photoshop. A curious fan asked Yolanda on Twitter if there was any truth to the rumor, and Yolanda responded and made a good point, replying, quote, "No, of course not. If my daughter was pregnant, she would be the one to announce it, not me." That's hilarious.
That's so funny.
Those Photoshop comment things are so annoying. I remember when Justin and Selena were having their big back and forth.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like making up these fake comments, and I totally believed like all of them.
I know, the internet's
I was like,
good.
oh my gosh, like she's saying something. Oh no, he's saying something. Turns out like 5 of them were fake. But yeah, people are smart. People are really smart.
But I will say in this case, I'm a little disappointed that they were fake because a baby from Zayn and Gigi would just be so adorable.
It would. It would be like the cutest little kid ever. But I mean, like they're super young.
They have time. They have time.
They have plenty of time.
So Selena Gomez is on the cover of InStyle for the September issue, and she is really giving us all the juice about her relationship with The Weeknd and also her 90 days in rehab. So we have all the information right now. On The Weeknd being her best friend and adding to her life, not completing it, she said, "It's really important for me to love and nourish my friends and family and to make sure that I never get influenced by a guy. I've wanted to be in a strong headspace for years and I really wasn't. Before, I was so young and easily influenced and I'd feel insecure. You want someone to add to your life, not to complete you. I'm lucky because he's more of a best friend than anything else." Okay, so my question is, did she just friend zone him?
No.
Okay.
No, this is her basically just saying like, I don't need no man, but I got one. He's awesome.
I know. I actually do like this, that she's a lot more wise in her relationship now, and she's saying, look, I really want a good friend, but not someone that needs to complete me.
Right.
And she went on to talk about her rehab last year, getting more honest than ever. She said, "I went away for 90 days, and it was the best thing that I ever could have done. I had no phone, nothing, and I was scared, but it was amazing, and I learned a lot. I was in the countryside and never did my hair. I took part in a equine therapy, which is so beautiful." Now, I don't know about you, Sinead, but that sounds amazing to not have to do your hair.
I mean, I'm just happy that there is somebody in this world that got to experience what that's like. But you know, it sounds crazy, but something as simple as never doing your hair, never putting on makeup, not worrying about what anybody thinks of you, that in itself,
super therapeutic.
Absolutely. So I'm just happy that she's like opening up about it. I've always said this, I feel like she will give other young people who are not necessarily ready to talk about their issues a little bit more courage to be like, I need some help.
Absolutely.
Well, as promised, we do have tons of Justin Bieber news. So let's start out with the real reason he totally pulled the plug on his Purpose tour. Last night, Justin took to Insta to post a lengthy, heartfelt letter to all of his fans. So last month, when the Purpose tour was canned, we did get that statement from his team and rumors from his camp of exhaustion and a spiritual awakening. But now we finally get to hear from Justin himself about what's really going on. The letter on Instagram starts off reading, "I'm so grateful for this journey with all of you. I'm grateful for the tours, but most of all, I am grateful I get to go through this life with you." He goes on to say that growing up ain't easy, you guys, saying, quote, "I have let my insecurities get the best of me at times. I let my broken relationships dictate the way I acted toward people and the way I treated them. I let bitterness, jealousy, and fear run my life." And this is kind of when the letter starts taking a turn and Justin starts talking about the real reason why he pulled the plug on his tour, admitting that he knows he's not perfect, saying, quote, "I've learned the more you appreciate your calling, the more you want to protect your calling. Me taking this time right now is my saying I want to be sustainable. I want my career to be sustainable, but I also want my mind, heart, and soul to be sustainable." This is awesome because I feel like for everyone who was saying that Justin doesn't care anymore, he's like phoning it in, like if you are getting a vibe from him that he didn't care, like maybe this is the reason why he's not doing the tour anymore. Like he said, he wants to be sustainable. He wants to have like longevity, not wear himself out so fast. He started this tour last May. That's a long time, you guys.
To me, it sounds like a man of purpose. I feel like he's been doing everything that he needs to do just to do it and to appease his fans. But I feel like now he's like, I have this calling, and he wants to make sure that his calling lines up with his career. And I think that's super admirable that he's taking a step back and he wants it to mean something.
Yeah, and I think this was the right time for him to take a break. I was really worried when the whole paparazzi thing happened. Obviously, you guys heard he did hit a photographer with his car just a couple days ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's finally taking a break, and now what is gonna happen? But it's actually really good news. They're not charging him at all. So according to TMZ, the cops believe that Justin had no intent to hit the paparazzi and that the pap was wrong for standing in the street. So Justin can also cite being blinded by camera flashes for his lack of vision while driving, but it looks like at this point it comes down to the paparazzi being in the wrong place at the wrong time. All right, guys, well, that will do it for us here today on The Dirt. But before we go, obviously we have some questions. I'm dying to know what you guys think about this letter that Justin wrote to all of his fans, you know? Are you excited to see him come back? But, you know, what do you kind of feel right now in terms of where he's at and what he's saying and all that good stuff?
And I also want to know what you guys think about this whole Zayn and Gigi thing and how we actually did think that they were going to have a baby.
Baby Gigi!
Baby Gigi. Are you guys disappointed that they're not going to have it anymore?
A little bit, not gonna lie.
A little bit, yes. Let us know in the comments below.
All right, guys, we're back tomorrow. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
For more, click left to see Riverdale's Lily Reinhart and Cole Sprouse go on a secret movie date.
Say what? Or you can always click right to watch Louis Tomlinson totally call out Justin Bieber for canceling his tour.